Don't go to the hardware store when you want to buy milk. My teacher, Sandra Poster, last semester said that. And I remember that day I had to walk out of the classroom because I got really emotional. It touched me and I changed my life. What do I mean by don't go to the hardware store when you want to buy milk? You want to buy milk, right? And you're walking down the street. Oh, the hardware store. And you go inside and you speak to the guy and you tell him, I want to buy milk. He's like, ma'am, we don't sell milk here. We sell hardware. But I want to buy milk. I don't have milk. We sell hardware. You want a key? You want a lock? You don't sell milk here? No, it's a hardware store. You go home, didn't get the milk. I'll try it tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, back to the store. I want to buy some milk. We don't sell milk. We need milk. We don't sell milk here. This is a hardware store. We don't sell milk. Nothing changed. It's still a hardware store. I need milk. And every time I come here, I can't buy milk. Why? Why don't you sell milk? Because it's a hardware store. What's the point of the story? Should I get personal? I don't know. Maybe I should. So I'm going to... Have you ever met somebody that you were either in a relationship with, or was your parent, or your sister, or your father, or any family member, and they didn't give you what you needed or what you felt like they owed you. They didn't give you what you wanted. They're my sister. They're supposed to protect me. They're not supposed to do those things to me. They're my mother. They're supposed to love me. She's supposed to have my back. That's my father. He's supposed to do this. Supposed to, right? Guess what? Sometimes in life, people are flawed. And most times, more flawed than others, it's okay. The hardest thing that you have to face is accepting what is. Accepting. Not acknowledging. Accepting. Just because he's your boyfriend doesn't mean he's gonna be a boyfriend. Some people don't know how to be that. Some people don't know how to care, to love, to understand. Some people don't get it. Some people just can't. It's not in them. They don't have that characteristic. They don't have what you need. They cannot give it to you. That's not who they are. Be it your mother, be it your father, be it your sisters. They're supposed to do this. That's true. You have a valid argument. In the society we live, we think that someone is supposed to be this way. That is the role it's supposed to play. This is their role sheet. They're supposed to do this, check. They're supposed to do this, check. They're supposed to do this, check. Supposed to. They're not doing it. They're wrong. No. Unfortunately, they're not wrong. What they're doing is being who they are. Not their fault. This is who they are. This is who they want to be. You can't change that. Understand that. You can't. Going to the hardware store to buy milk. You can't get that from them. They don't have it. It's not your fault. They don't have anything against you. They don't. It's not about you. Forget it. Yes, it hurts you. It affects you. But just like that person is affecting you, there's probably other people they're affecting. So don't make it about you. It's not about you. It's about that. They don't have it to give it to you. So what do? Find it from where you can buy it. Go to the damn supermarket. That's where they sell milk. You can get it. You cannot keep going back to this person saying, you have to give me this. You have to be this for me. You have to love me. They don't have to. They don't have to do anything. Mother, father, sisters. Yes, they should. It'd be nice if they would. It would make sense. Life would be a little more calmer. But they can't. You ever dated somebody that wanted you to be somebody you're not? Person. You think you're amazing. You're doing everything fine. And the guy calls you. You didn't call me when you got home. You didn't tell me where you were. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. You're supposed to stand by me. When we go somewhere, you're supposed to sit next to me. Supposed to. What? No, I'm not. In his mind, that's what he's looking for. Maybe he wants a puppy girl to follow him around and be his little Maybe he feels like a woman should be behind a man. There's a lot of guys who think that way. There's also a lot of guys who don't think. Guy wants a puppy, let him go find a puppy. They exist. And those guys exist. So what do you do? When you want to buy hardware, you go to the hardware store because you know what the people around you can give you. If your sisters are cool and you can have a great time with them, but you can't really confide and tell them secrets. Don't go to them secrets. Go to them to have fun and have that sister bond and that closeness, the sense of humor that only you guys get, the fun that you guys have. But when you have a secret to say or you need advice and you don't want to be judged, the friends that you made that don't do that. You have to go where you can to get what you want. No one owes you anything. That's what I had to learn. It's so sad. It really is. But the minute that I stopped going to certain people for certain things because they owed it to me, they have to give me that. I deserve it. They need to give me that. They are supposed to be this way. This is who they are in my life, and their role is this. That is just based on my truth, what society taught us. That necessarily is not. Some people just can't be that way. Some people don't know how to be that way. Some people don't know or can give you what they don't have. I'm sorry, they don't have it. It's not your fault. It's something they have to work on. It is not your job to sit here for the rest of your life and antagonize them for it. Stop doing that. Your mother's not a mother, but she's a really great friend, or she's loving in a different way, then keep that relationship with her. When you need motherly love, find it among something else. Yeah, I know. Mother's a mother. You can't replace a mother. You can't replace a father. You can't replace them. But what you're looking for, you can get from somebody else. You want to bet? You can. You can't always get what you want. But if you try real hard and you search and find, you might just get what you need. Saying? I'm making sense, aren't I? Again, don't go to the hardware store when you want to buy milk. Accept people for who they are and what they can or cannot give you. It is not about you. They have to face their own struggles. If somebody is not doing what they're supposed to be doing, then there's something that probably they're going through. Maybe they went through a really bad life that you don't know about. And maybe they had birth damage. Maybe they have to go to psychologists and therapists. But they're denial that they don't have a problem. And they think it's normal for how they are. And that's okay. Who are you to judge? However, keep it moving. Find it from somebody else. You'll find it. And then you'll be fine. The main idea of this accept everyone for who they are. Don't change people and get what you can from who you can. And I don't mean that in a vicious or sneaky or selfish way. If you have a boyfriend who's not giving you what you want, stop! Let it go! What is your problem? Stop it. You will find someone who can give you that. Stop going to certain people for certain things. It is given. They're not going. They're a hardware store. They don't have it. They don't sell it. They don't even know what that is. It's not even their fault. It's just who they are. And even if they're a good person, not everyone's going to give you everything you need. Let's say you have a great boyfriend. He's so great. Loves you, treats you really well. He's just really hard to talk about certain things with. He's your boyfriend. You should be able to talk to him. But you don't want to. You just can't. He's a great guy. He just doesn't have that characteristic or that understanding and that emotional stuff. Go to your girlfriends. Nobody, absolutely nobody, is going to give you everything. Nobody. Nobody's going to be everything you need. You have a boyfriend, you get what you can from that relationship. You have your friends, you get that bond and stuff from them. Don't ever go into a relationship thinking that they're going to be everything. Going to one person for everything. It's not going to work out. You're going to be miserable. You're going to make them miserable. The point of the story is, don't go to the hardware store when you want to buy milk.
Today I threw